Good day everyone, we are the Group 7 and our report is all about the new product development. So the first topic is the need for new product. In dynamic markets, companies must constantly introduce new products and services to keep up with changing consumer wants and needs. The marketplace is never static. It is dynamic and fast-changing, and demand for products is constantly shifting as needs, wants, and technology all change. As a result, companies must always evaluate their existing product line and look for ways to ensure that it is up to date and in line with consumer desires. Continuous decision must be made about whether new products should be added and whether old products should be removed. So dito, sa mga pagbabago-bago ng markets, dapat patuloy na ini-introduce pa din ng company yung mga bagong product at services para makasabay sa pagbabago ng wants at needs ng mga mamimili. Ang market ay hindi static or fixed, ito ay pabago-bago at mabilis na nagbabago. At yung demand para sa mga product ay patuloy na nagbabago ayon sa mga pangangailangan at kagustuhan ng mga customer. Yung mga company, dapat matiyak nila na napapanahon ang kanilang produkto at naaayon sa pagnanasa ng mga mamimili. So the second topic is innovation. Innovation is used here to describe an idea or product that is new to the company. A continuous innovation introduces a new entrant into an existing category and does not challenge established patterns of consumer behavior. Innovation is also create, develop, implement a new product or process or services with the aim of improving efficiency, effectiveness, or competitive advantage. So, mahalaga ang innovation sa new product development. Ginagamit ang innovation dito upang ilarawan ang isang ideya o produkto na bago sa kumpanya at upang mas tangkilikin pa lalo nito. Halimbawa, yung iPhone. Yung Apple mag-i-innovate or mag-create ng new or bagong iPhone or mag-create sila ng bagong iPhone. Halimbawa, iPhone 11, ngayon nag-create sila ng mas bago pa. Yung isa, dalawa yung camera, yung isa, tatlo. Mas tatangkilikin siya ng mga tao, especially dun sa mga afford na bumili ng iPhone. The next reporter is Juveline Dalmasio and her topic is all about strategy.
A good NPDS or new product development strategy can help organize research, prioritize customer needs, and reduce cost overruns to ensure a smooth development process. Ang pag-iisip ng maganda para sa new product development ay nakakatulong sa company to avoid wasting time lalo kung may target time o date ang company, and resources by helping to organize planning and research, understanding customer expectations, and accurately resourcing the project. Para maiwasan ang common errors katulad ng overestimating ng target market, incorrectly setting the price, and accruing higher the predicted cost, ang NPDS helps the product para ma-develop and ma-launch ayon sa isinagawang plano. There are 3 different ways to approaching NPDS. The first one is user-centered design. Here, the needs, wants, and limitations of end users of a product are given a great deal of attention to each stage of the design process. The main element in this process is that user-centered design tries to optimize the product around how users can, want, or need to use the product rather than forcing users to change their behavior to accommodate the product. Sabi dito, ang purpose ng design na ito ay ma-optimize ang isang product para mapadali ang paggamit ng mga end users o customer. Example ay yung pagkain. Yung cup noodles na instant na kung tawagin. Dati, kailangan mo pa ng maraming gamit katulad ng kaserola para magpainit ng tubig, plato at iba pa. Ngayon, mainit na tubig na lang ang kailangan mo para makain ito. Isa pang example ay yung sardinas. Dati kailangan mo pa gumamit ng can opener or kutsilyo para mabuksan to. Ngayon, yung mga delata ngayon is easy to open na. The second one is flexible product development. Flexible product development is the ability to make changes in the product being developed or in how it is developed, even relatively late in develop without being too disruptive. Flexible is important because the development of a new product naturally involves change from what came before it. Dito naman sa flexible product development ay may ability na magbigay ng new product kapag biglang nagbago ang mga markets, customers, technologies, or management direction. Example, bumaba ang market ng iPhone 7. Ang company ng Apple ay gumawa ng panibagong plano na maglabas ng bagong model, which is iPhone 7 Plus. At naglagay sila ng bagong features na papatok sa customers. Last is phase gate model or phase gate process. The process is divided into stages or phases, separated by gates. At each gate, the continuation of the process is decided by a manager or a steering committee. The decision is based on the information available at the time, including the business case, risk analysis, and availability of necessary resources. The phase gate model may also be known as stage-limited commitment or creeping commitment. The phase gate model separates the different phases by using gates. At each gate, a steering committee or managing uses all available information to decide whether to proceed with the development process or not.
The next topic is idea generation.
The success of product-driven companies is directly tied to new product development, which is generated through innovative ideas. Ideas for new products can be obtained from basic research using SWOT analysis, market and consumer trends, R&D departments, competitors, focus groups, etc. may also be used to get an insight into new product lines or product features. New product innovations are responsible for employment, economic growth, technological process, and high standards of living. Innovation is crucial for the development of successful new products. There are 5 primary sources of product innovation. First one, technical breakthroughs. Ito yung mga innovation na nag-result sa technical development. For example, MP3 players, GPS navigation system, wireless internet services. Second one is non-technical development. This approach involves finding a niche in the market without making radical changes to the basic product category. Sinasabi dito na hindi kailangan ng new technology para mag-develop ng isang product. For example, Build a Bear Workshop. Sa Build a Bear Workshop, customer ang magko-customize ng body, sound, clothing, stuffing, and heart ng bear. One is environment. Certain ideas developed in one environment or geographical location have the potential to do well when imported into new environments. For short, importing ideas from other cultures, places, and settings. Example, Walmart in China and IKEA in the United States. Next one is serendipity. Serendipity plays a role in product innovation. The word serendipity derives from serendip, which means Sri Lanka in Persian. The fairy tale, The Three Princes of Serendip, tells the story of three men who continuously discover something that is completely unrelated to what they originally set out to find. Thus, the term serendipity describes a situation where one accidentally discovers something fortunate while looking for something else entirely. Sa madaling salita, serendipity is innovation through an accident when looking for something else. The last one is purposeful development. Purposeful development occurs when there is a strong need for certain goods and services. As Plato once said, necessity is the mother of invention. In other words, this type of innovation occurs when existing product lines cannot satisfy current needs or certain demand. Sa madaling salita, yung product na yun, dinevelop lang dahil may purpose. For example is prescription drugs and pencil with erasers.
The next reporter is Anime Soriano.
Screening. During screening, the company evaluates further to devote further resources to the development of a product at various stage gates.
Screening, it is important for businesses to continually devise new products, as products do not last forever. While there are millions of products available to consumers, many more products do not make it to market at all. So yung screening is importante din yon para ma-ensure na marketable yung product at tumagal ito sa market. And also, it is a process which used to evaluate innovative product ideas, strategies, and marketing trends.
Sa screening process, dapat sapat yung resources ng company like funds para ma-support yung gagawing product. Look in the pyramid. There are 5 stages. First one is screening ideas. Second is feasibility and analysis. Third is prototype. Fourth, product testing. And last, commercial.
Next, look in the pyramid. There are 5 stages of screening. First is screening ideas. So, sa first stage ng pyramid is screening. Siyempre, as a future entrepreneur, every product na kailangan i-implement or i-pursue sa market, kailangan may proper na screening, stages, and steps before the product will reach the market. Second stage is feasibility and analysis. Dito mo nalaman, it's sapat ba yung funds, ano purpose niya sa customer, and marketable ba yung product. Then, dun sa analysis naman is dito mo nalaman kung paano ba ang gagawing review o study sa product and sa market. So, sa third stage naman is prototype. A prototype is a draft version of a product that allows you to explore your ideas and the overall design concept to users before investing time and money into development. Then, dito na rin yung mag-start ng sample or i-release na ginawa mong product. So, sa fourth stage naman is product testing. Ito naman is kung na-serve ba niya lahat ng performance at kung pumasa ba yung product sa lahat ng criteria na ginawa niya. So, sa last stage is commercial. Commercial is business operation intended for an exchange on the market with the goal of earning profit. And dito na rin is yung ready to sell or market na din yung product mo. So, after nung stages of screening, dito na papasok yung screening objectives. Ito yung questions about sa product or service mo kung gaano ito makaka-affect sa consumer or market mo. Sa screening objectives din, kailangan related ang product sa organization na meron kayo. Di ka pwedeng mag-suggest ng product for screening kung ang organization nyo is, for example, is food, then magsasuggest ka ng clothing or cosmetics products. So, hindi siya related dun sa food na dapat dun lang kayo magpo-focus. Screening techniques sa product na yan is yung ang isang acceptable product or existing product na i-compare sa potential idea or yung gagawin mong product. If na-reach ni potential idea yung quality, mas better and mas okay siya.
The next topic is concept testing.
Concept testing is important for evaluating consumer responses to a product before market introduction.
So, sa concept testing, kapag may idea na kailangan ng testing, di pwedeng i-push or agad-agad yung idea if di naman siya possible. Dito rin yung sample ng trial and error stage to perfect the product para mag-proceed sa next stage ng pyramid. And also, concept testing is a quality check between the description of an idea and actual product development.
Concept testing is the process of using quantitative and qualitative methods to evaluate consumer response to a product idea prior to the introduction of a product to the market. It is a vital part of the idea screening stage of new product development.
Shortcomings of traditional concept testing. Traditional systems of concept testing generally fail to provide a systematic, proven way of showing consumer preference of one concept over another. The relative importance of the factors responsible for or governing why consumers, market and market segments reacted differently to concept presented to them in the concept test were not demonstrated. So, dito sa traditional concept testing, madalas mag-fail ito because walang proven way or detailed info na yung test na kung magugustuhan ba ng consumer yung gagawing product dahil sa pabago-bago pa rin yung preference ng consumer. Sabi daw ni Moore at William, kahit no continuous na mag-improve ang product, walang guarantee na 100% magugustuhan ng consumer yung product. Or kahit yung mga tao sa specific market segment, magkakaroon pa rin ng kaibahan sa preferences nila o gusto sa isang product. Only way daw na magagawa is to improve yung marketing. Pero dahil naman sa shortcomings na to, nai-improve daw yung testing or method para in future, matest nila accurately yung preference ng mga consumer.
The output of the business analysis stage is a prediction about whether the product is likely to be profitable or not if ultimately produced. In this slide, business analysis will find out the cost product. After the initial screening stage, the number of viable proposals available to progress to the next stage will have decreased significantly. In this stage, business analysis will find out the demand cost to recognize what's the plan or business need to meet the cost product or cost that requires in management. A complete cost appraisal is also necessary as part of the business analysis. In this slide, business analysis manage also of all the cost items in management like technical and marketing, expected setup costs like production, equipment, distribution, operating costs that account for possible economies of scale and learning curves, marketing costs, especially promotion and distribution, and last, management costs. And also, business analysts are the one who are responsible to carry out of this task. Development. Development is the complete process of delivering a new product or improving an existing one for customer. Development involves setting product specification as well as testing the product with intended customer groups to gauge their reaction. In this stage, we will know of how the products will be formed and how it will be blown up in the market. Once a potential product has passed the screening and business analysis stage, it goes on to the technical and marketing development stage. In these slides, in technical and marketing development stage, we'll work and examines to complete the product. The objective here is to ensure the new product will satisfy the customers, and also it includes planning of who will the benefit or who's the interest, what are the advantage of product, and cost and goods of products in the market.
Concept test. The testing process usually begins with the concept test. The product concept is a synthesis or a description of a product idea that reflects the core element of the proposed product. Testing process. While the laboratory technicians are working on the prototype, the marketing department is responsible for testing the new product with its intended consumers and developing the other elements of the marketing mix. Consumer testing. The second aspect of market development involves consumer testing at the product idea. This activity usually follows the construction of the prototype or limited production models. Various kinds of consumer preference can be conducted. The product itself, if can be exposed to consumer taste or use tests, packaging, labeling, and other elements in the mix can be similarly studied. Next reporter is Kate Pajo, and her topic is all about test marketing. Test marketing is the final stage before commercialization and is where all the elements of the marketing plan are tested. Here in test marketing, discuss the requirements that must be satisfied to conduct successful test marketing of new product and distinguish test marketing from initial product testing. This is the final step before commercialization. The objective of the marketing phase is to test all the variables in the marketing plan, including different elements and characteristics of the product. This stage represents the launching of the total marketing program on a limited basis. So, ang layunin ng phase ng marketing na ito upang subukan lahat ng variables sa pagpaplan ng marketing, kasama ng iba't ibang mga elements at katangian ng product. Sa phase na ito ay kumakatawan sa paglulungsad ng kabuuang programa sa marketing, even though it's limited basis. So next is initial product testing versus test marketing. Initial product testing and test marketing are not the same. Product testing is totally initiated by the producer. He or she selects the sample of people, provides the consumer with the test product, and offers the consumer some sort of incentive to participate. So, dito sa initial product testing versus test marketing on the other hand is distinguished by the fact that the test cities represents the national market. The consumer must make the decision herself, must pay his or her own money, and the test product must compete with the existing products in the actual marketing environment. For these and other reasons, a market test is meant to serve as an accurate simulation of the motivational. Risk. Test marketing is not without inherent risks. First, there are substantial costs in buying the necessary productive capacity needed to manufacture the product or locating manufacturers willing to make limited runs. There are also promotional costs, particularly advertising and personal selling. Although not always easy to identify, there are indirect costs as well. So, halimbawa dito is yung may perang ginamit sa risk sa market. Ito ay maaaring magamit para sa iba pang aktibidad. Ang risk ng pagkawala ng consumer goodwill sa pamamagitan ng pagsubok ng isang mababang uri ng product ay also very real. Finally, ang paglahok sa isang test market ay maaring payagan ang mga kakumpetensya na magkaroon ng kamalayan sa bagong product at mabilis na kopyahin ito. Variables. Selection of test market cities. These cities should reflect the norms for the new product in such areas as advertising, competition, distribution, system, and product usage. Number of test cities should be based on the number of variation considered vary price, package, or promotion, representativeness, and cost. Sample size determination. The number of stores used to be etiquette to represent the total market. So dito sa variables, even after all the test results are in, adjustments in the product are still made. Additional testing may be required, or the product may be uh, tested if it's not perform while we're running the stage, or if it becomes a plan that the product is not likely to become commercial success. Next topic is commercialization. Commercialization. Commercialization, the process of launching a new product. It may involve heavy promotion and filling the distribution networks with the product. So commercialization is the process or cycle of introducing a new product or production method in the market. In this stage, the product is launched, advertisements and promotional activity begins and increases heavily. And the distribution pipeline is filled with the product. The actual launch of a new product is the final stage of new product development, and the one where the most money will have to be spent for advertising, sales promotion, and marketing efforts. The commercialization process. Commercialization of a product will only take place if the following three issues are satisfied. Timing of launch, when facing the danger of cannibalizing the sales of the company's other products. If the product can be improved further, or if the economy is down, the launch should be delayed. Launch location. It can be in a single location, one or several regions, a national or the international market. The decision will be strongly influenced by the company's resources in terms of capital, managerial, confidence, and operational capacities. Smaller companies usually launch in attractive cities or regions, while larger companies enter a national market at once. Target consumers. The primary target consumer group will have been identified earlier by research and test marketing. This primary consumer group should consist of innovators, early adopters, heavy users, and/or opinion leaders. This will ensure adoption by other buyers in the marketplace during the product growth period. The company has to decide on an action plan for introducing the product by implementing the above decisions. It has to develop a viable marketing mix and create a respective marketing budget. When a plan is in place for each of these three issues, then the commercialization process may begin.